Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the Loner Ranger, and I'm broadcasting here, Tampa Bay. I'm broadcasting Orlando. You need the Loner Ranger. The Loner Ranger's right here to help you. I am here to make sure that when you are looking to purchase a home, refinance a home, pull equity out. Maybe you're looking at buying your first investment property. You want to become a landlord. You want to build wealth in real estate. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer and you don't know where to start. Maybe you've got a beautiful home right now, but the family just blew up and you got more kids than you have bedrooms and you got to get out of your house, but you're really hesitant because you got a 3% interest rate on your current residence. What are you going to do with it? We could sell it and you give up that 3% rate. And then you got to go into the sixes, or we can keep it and make it a rental property. Are you afraid to be a landlord? I know a lot of people are. And you know what? I can understand how that could feel a little daunting because we've heard stories of horror stories of tenants. I've been a landlord for a long time. I've helped a lot of families. I don't have issues with tenants. I don't spend a lot of time managing my properties. I got a good AC guy. I have a roofer. I have a handyman. What else do I have? I got lawn maintenance people. So I've got everybody available to help me when I need them. But I don't have to do a lot. I had a property this month that had an AC unit. I didn't have to put a new one in, but it had a leak in it. So my AC guy goes over and fix it. Okay, fixed, problem solved. I have done very well with owning real estate, but it's not for all of you. Some of you, I don't think it's right for, but most of us, it's more right for than you believe. And here's the thing, folks. Whether you decide you want to be a landlord someday or not, doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is that real estate is an easy way to build wealth. Now we look at that and we go, hey, real estate's only going up by 1 to 3% in appreciation right now. Why would I do that when the Dow's up 20% year after year? You can't do it. It's not possible. It is possible because appreciation will come back. Appreciation will be there again. But you also have tax benefits. So I got a couple, they're a friend of mine. They're both attorneys. They make about $3 million a year between the two of them. Okay. Now they're both Democrats, so they're probably not listening to this show. However, they're good people, but they're both W-2 wage earners. They're going to pay well over $1 million, probably close to $1.3 million in taxes this year. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather have a way to defer those taxes or reduce the taxes by having real estate. And that's one of the only ways you can do it when you're W-2. You've got to find ways to reduce those tax consequences. See, we're all worried about our budget, but we forget about the taxes and we're taxed like crazy. Like crazy. If you're in an upper income bracket, you're going to have a ton of taxes. So you've got to find ways. Real estate is a great way to do it. Here's another thing. I know a lot of people that own property, and the people I know that own property have money. They have assets, they have 401ks, they got equity in their house. I know a lot of renters. They don't have much money. There's not much money. Look at them. And it's getting harder because these renters are now stuck in this rental gap because they've got to now pay a higher price for rent because rents have all gone up. And if interest rates are going up, the landlord's got to charge you higher rent. Wouldn't you rather be on the other end of the receiving end of that? Let me help you. I am going to be holding a class. This is a Zoom class. And this is going to be on August the 26th. It'll be a Zoom meeting, August the 26th, Zoom meeting. Now, 6 p.m. I'm going to tell you something right now, folks. I'm going to cover everything from how to be a landlord, how to look for the right tenants, how to build a portfolio of real estate, how to buy your first home, getting down payment assistance for those of you. It's going to be an open conversation. So this whole class is going to be about who's attending the class, because I'm not going in there with a set agenda that I'm going to cover this and this. I'm going to cover the things that you need to know. Now, the thing I like about these classes is some people are afraid to ask questions. They just like to sit and watch. So I like the people that ask the questions because then the other folks can learn from you because we'll cover a lot. Maybe you're one of those folks that we talked about earlier and you got a beautiful home, you got a 3% 30-year fixed rate loan on it. You hate to give it up, but your family has gotten a lot bigger and you need a bigger house. So what are you going to do? We could sell that house, pull the equity out of it and put it down on the new one, or we can keep that one and it's going to be an amazing rental property, providing it is a rental property that's worth keeping. And every one of you are different based on your own circumstances. It's not a one size fits all. Let me help you sort it out. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, the benefits, the drawbacks, the challenges, the obstacles, the misinformation that's out there. We're going to hit it all. Call the Loner Ranger right now in Tampa Bay at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Or call me in Orlando now at 407-706-3313. Register at webringyouhome.com for my home buying class. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to get a lot out of it. If you're a real estate agent, you got buyers sitting on the fence, invite them. Come to the class. It's an open class, folks. You can ask a lot of questions. You can ask about everything, about down payment, about refinancing, about anything that has to do with a home purchase or home refinance. We're going to open it up. It's going to be about a 45-minute to an hour class. We'll cover everything. We'll do some questions and answers at the end, but I'd love for you to join. Here's another opportunity for you, folks. I believe that the things we say are very important. And when we say them, are we saying things correctly? Is our verbiage correctly? Are we the most impactful? Are we getting the job done with as few words as possible out of our mouth? Or are we just yakking away and coming up with words that we're trying to find? I think most of us are the latter. I think very few people are highly articulate. I'm not highly articulate. My wife is. My son is. I'm not. I'm just a 10th grade dropout that's barely getting by with the English language. However, I am also a professional speaker. So I always try to be the best I can at choosing my best words, using your words impeccably. But the fact of the matter is, most of us use our words out of habit, not out of skill. We've never been trained. Don't say it like that. Say it like this. Wouldn't you like it if somebody could say, from now on, stop saying this like that and start saying it like that? It's more impactful, makes you look smarter. I'm bringing in a best-selling author, Phil M. Jones. If you haven't heard of him, he wrote a book called Exactly What to Say. Now, this is going to keep you in front of people longer, coming up with better conversations, make you more interesting. Hey, look it. I've talked to several people out there. You could stand to be a little more interesting. Okay. Why don't we join the class? Now, this is not a Zoom class. This is going to be in Orlando. I'm going to be holding it at Andretti Indoor Kart World next to Top Golf on not International Drive, Universal Drive, next to International Drive in Orlando. Now, I'm not charging anybody to get in, but I'm flying this guy in from out of town to do this presentation. I got room for 50 people. If I get more than 50, I think I could bump it up to maybe 60, but that's about it. Now, if you're self-employed, if you're in sales, if you are in real estate, I want you to join this class. If you just want to be more articulate and say things more correctly, then join me. But you need to go to webringyouhome.com now, right now, because this class is on September 24th. It's probably going to fill up by next week. So if you want to get in, and don't register if you're not going to go. I don't have room for a bunch of cancellations. So please don't do that to me. I'm telling you, I took this seriously. I'm going to learn. I'm going to take tons of notes from this guy because if you've read his book And I'll have some books available for you if you want to get there. We'll see if we can get some signatures on him as well. We'll do some photo ops with him. If you'd like to meet with me and talk with me, I'll be there. So go to webringyouhome.com, register for exactly what to say on September 24th. If you're a real estate agent or you're considering buying or selling your home, you're going to want to go to my home buying class, the Smart Buyers Game Plan for Today's Market, August 26th. Don't miss that one. It's going to be really good. So I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the market right now. So interest rates actually improved a little bit this week. Now, did they improve a lot? No. Are they 4%? Not going to be 4%. They're not going to be. You're probably, I would bet you we don't get below 6% for the next 3 to 5 years. I just don't think we're going to do it. Maybe even longer. It may be an 8-year run, but we're not 7%. We're not 8%. We're not 10%. We're 6.5%. That's about the average rate right now. It actually was 6.67 as of yesterday. So it's come down just a tad, but it went up from where it was 3 weeks ago when it was at 5.58%. How much do you think of that really makes a difference? Between 5.58 and 6.58 and 6.7. What do you think the difference is? On a $500,000 loan, it's about $40 a month. It's not very much. It's not very much. So it didn't stop the market. I'm seeing smart people jump in right now because they see opportunities. The average home's on the market for over 60 days right now, but inventory is shrinking. So that time frame is going to start shrinking. When it does, it becomes a seller's market again. But ding dong buyers are not getting the signal. They're not hearing it. They need to hear it. There's buying opportunities. And when the loan arranger tells you to get out and let me hook you up with a real estate agent, you know about my buyer rebate program where I connect you with a great real estate agent in the area you want to buy or sell in, and they give you up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket. They don't pay me a red cent, not one penny for that referral. Why do I do that? Because you aren't good pickers of realtors. You're not. Believe me. And they're not, don't get me wrong, they're not bad people. They're great people. You're picking good, nice people. They're just not good negotiators. You have to find a better negotiator. Would you hire a financial planner and go, I'd really like your personality, so I'm expecting some average returns. I really am not expecting anything exceptional. So thank you for your services. No, you wouldn't do that. You want a financial planner, financial advisor that's going to maximize your returns. And the ones that don't, fire them. Fire them. You should fire anybody that's not looking after your money. But the problem is people don't know what to expect from a real estate agent. They just expect you're very nice. You're going to show me property and you're pleasant and you take my phone call at 8:30 at night when I have a call. That's great. That's a great person. But is it a good negotiator? Are they the ones fighting for you? I know the best real estate agents in the state of Florida. A lot of people want to get on my list of referrals, but they can't. I'm not going to refer you because you're not a great negotiator. I want my clients to win. I want you to win with the mortgage. I want you to win with a purchase. I want you to win when you sell. I want you to win when you refinance. I want you to win. And we got to work hard to win. Now, that doesn't mean somebody else has to lose, but we need to make sure you're winning. By the way, you want to win? You feeling a little chubby these days? I went to a place called Age Rejuvenation. I got on the GLPs. I do the jab once a week. I'm going to tell you something. I've been on it for 2 years. I lost 77 pounds and I have not stepped foot in the gym. If you want to lose weight and I'm telling you, GLP-1s have come down, but the ones that are down are crap. You want diarrhea, you want headaches, you want stomach problems, get the cheap ones. Get the good stuff. Call me and I'll hook you up with Age Rejuvenation, and they can help you with your testosterone replacement. Men and women over 45, you need it. Trust me, you need it. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Show. Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage, 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. We're going to talk about more opportunities in the market. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how to win in today's market and where people are buying and where people aren't. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.